Hey everybody, what's up? Chad Wesley Smith here. I want to talk you through my speed squatting session and just kind of give you some insight to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So speed squats, kind of tend to be a bit of a debated topic. I definitely do use them in my training. I'm doing them all with straight weight, and they serve a few purposes. One, is training explosive squatting. I've always been an explosive squatter, so that's really not the most important part of it for me. I'm looking to develop special work capacity with my squatting. I'm doing that through very high volume and controlled rest intervals. So all 12 triples that you'll see me do in today's video with 515 pounds, I'm doing every minute on the minute. So I start, the first rep at 0, or the first set at 0, and then the second set starts at 1 minute and 2 minutes, and so on and so forth. So pretty short rest periods, and it's also a great opportunity to practice good technique with submaximal loads. You know, we've had some articles on jtsstrength.com, probably most notably from Mike Tashir, and it was titled "Why Speed Work Doesn't Work." And if you guys haven't read it, I would go ahead and give it a read, and it's a great article. Yeah. So Mike's programs, RPE-based programs, tend not to be a big proponent of speed squatting, and I think it's important to consider, and maybe I don't want to say a mistake, but maybe something that they've overlooked in that is that I don't think that when looking at speed work, you can just use a traditional thought about RPE as far as looking at well, how many more reps could I have done? Because if the intent of the day is speed, all right, you also need to consider how many more reps could I have done with the intent of the day and quality of the reps in mind. So here I'm doing triples, beltless triples with 515 pounds. I squatted 500 pounds for 22 reps about a week and a half before filming this video, or maybe 8 days before filming this video. So with that being said, doing 3 reps, of course, that's nothing on a traditional RPE scale. It would actually be a negative 19, which I'm not sure that that's a real thing on there. But when you think about, could I do a 4th, 5th, 6th rep, with the same bar speed and quality of movement that I'm doing these 3 reps? And then the answer is probably no. Maybe I could do 1 or 2 more reps just like that. So then we're really looking at an 8 or 9 RPE if you'll give me the concession of thinking about it that way, keeping the intent of the day in mind. So that's some insight into my speed squat training. The way I utilize it in the Jugger Cube is 1 out of every 3 squat sessions. Submaximal, moving the bar as fast as possible, short rest, building special work capacity, and practicing great technique. If those are things that are important to you in your training, maybe try and implement this type of speed squatting into your training. You'll also notice that I'm doing all of today's work beltless, and this is actually the first day of my next meet training cycle, and I do exclusively beltless training for the first 3 weeks, the first microcycle of my meet training cycles. And there's debate out there as far as does squatting without a belt make your abs stronger or not stronger, and maybe studies that show that wearing a belt actually helps you engage your abs harder. And my response to that would be that when I train without a belt, when I go and put a belt back on, that weight feels lighter to me, and that's really the only study that matters to me. And beltless training, a great time to do it is in high frequency submaximal loads, because with intensity down, you have to get your training effect from frequency.